Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk news. I'm Ollie Davis, and did anyone else have trouble with their Survivor Series stream last night? The WWE Network seemed to cut out like half the main event for me. It's either that or Goldberg squashed Brock Lesnar in like a minute 30. Oh, it was the squash one. On Friday, I stood here and ran down the rumors and betting odds going into Survivor Series. Brock Lesnar was the heavy favorite, with both the bookies and Wrestling Dirt Sheet saying he'd win, with Goldberg getting a big send-off. Because that makes most sense. How can a guy who hasn't wrestled for 12 years and is nearly 50 beat Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate? The guy who ended The Undertaker's WrestleMania undefeated streak, knocked out Randy Orton at SummerSlam, and who's been booked to dominate the entire roster for years. With 2 spears and a jackhammer, apparently. Last night, after the longest Survivor Series match in history, with the men's elimination match going 52 minutes and 55 seconds, we got what might have been the shortest main event to a major WWE pay-per-view in several decades. With Goldberg beating Lesnar quicker than you can say CM Punk at UFC 203. Their match went just 1 minute 25 seconds. It raises so many questions. Is there heat on Brock Lesnar? Why did Goldberg's kid have his top off? And who really is Byron Saxton? But the most pressing one is, why did WWE make Brock lose in such a short match? According to Pro Wrestling Sheath, it's because WWE want to keep Goldberg looking strong because he's already signed a deal to appear in the Royal Rumble match at the Alamo Dome in January. Apparently this was decided earlier in the week, and it leads to speculation that a WrestleMania 33 appearance might be in the works for Goldberg, which is expected to be a rematch against Brock Lesnar, who will finally get a win. Another reason why his Survivor Series match was so short with such little offense from Brock is because of Goldberg's physical condition. After not wrestling in over a decade and him admitting he tweaked his shoulder on the Go Home Raw, we were all sort of wondering what sort of match the two would put together to protect Goldberg from Lesnar's very physical style. Turns out the answer is hardly make them wrestle at all. Dave Meltzer said on Wrestling Observer Radio, however, that Goldberg's shoulder wasn't the main reason behind the short match length. That much I do know, and that is not the case. When Bill agreed to stay, the idea was, let's book the match to get Bill over. He's definitely going to be back, and he's definitely going to work with Brock Lesnar in a rematch. That was a deal that was put together this week. It was something that Lesnar, among others, pushed for because I think Lesnar saw there's money in Bill Goldberg and didn't want to blow it off the first time. So Goldberg's line, "You're last," is the new once in a lifetime. What do you think of the Survivor Series main event? Tell me how this video's longer than the actual match in the comments below. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was a squash.